As an animal lover, it always touches my heart when I see an animal that survives the cruelty that exists in our world and is rescued by people who care. This is often the first time these animals ever feel the gentle touch of a human hand. I can't imagine how someone could be so evil as to abuse an innocent animal. How hard is it to not hurt a living being? What makes someone so depraved that they find joy in torturing an animal? These types of people really should be punished, but all too often, all that happens is the animals are removed from their possession and they move on to another innocent animal with the misfortune to cross the wrong person's path. Athena is a dog de Bordeaux, also known as a French Mastiff, in Paris, France, that managed to survive a decade of abuse, culminating by being buried alive in August of 2015 by the person who should have been her biggest advocate, her owner. Luckily, an animal lover walking his own dog passed through the empty lot where Athena was buried and noticed something sticking out of the dirt. That is when he realized it was a dog's head, that she was still alive, and he took action to rescue her. Athena, named after the Greek goddess of war, was found buried alive on August 4th, 2015. All that was exposed was the top of her head, which she had freed herself, most likely because she was buried pretty shallow in a vacant lot. She wasn't able to fully free herself because she was anchored into the ground by her leash, which was tied to a heavy bag of rocks. She was weak and dehydrated, but relatively calm as she was freed from her would-be grave. Her rescuer's dog helped to free Athena too. The black pit bull's name is Goddess. Goddess kept encouraging Athena to hang in there while she was freed. As they worked to free her, they made sure to offer lots of water in order to rehydrate her. It was a slow process freeing Athena, but they didn't want to hurt her by using a shovel, so the dirt was scooped away by hand. Here she is, nearly free. Athena was taken to a local veterinary clinic where she was treated for shock and dehydration with IV fluids. The veterinarian discovered that she was at least 10 years old and had obviously suffered a lifetime of abuse. Here's Athena with two new Rottweiler friends, learning what it's like to be a loved companion instead of someone's punching bag. Athena had a permanent identification which allowed the authorities to contact her owner, who lived nearby the vacant lot in Paris, where his dog was buried. When questioned, he denied any knowledge of what happened to his dog. He claims that she had run away. However, because of the signs of abuse over a long period of time, in addition to the fact that Athena had osteoarthritis, which would prevent her from being able to run away, her 21-year-old owner was arrested. The man was tried and received an 8-month suspended prison sentence. He was also fined £150 for his abusive behavior towards police officials when he was arrested, and £1,000 to be shared among 7 animal groups. I agree that animal abuse is just a stepping stone to hurting people next, but regardless of whether or not they ever graduate to hurting fellow human beings, people need to be punished for their animal abuse. Animals are completely reliant to those around them for their entire livelihoods. It's up to us to protect them and ensure it never happens again. If the penalty for abusing and killing animals were more severe, maybe more animals would be saved from a life of abuse.